Shalom, Kalalal Yahweh Bahashem Yavashai. And I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahwashai Bahashem Rakah HaKwadash. This is the VOJ, the voice of Jacob. My name is Brother Gabar Ya'Allah, and Lord willing, this will be edifying and thought-provoking in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahwashai. Shalom to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that I do learn this truth from. To you I say shalom. Shalom unto you, brethren, and also to you elders that are in the four corners of the earth pushing this truth in sincerity and not for vainglory, and also risking your lives to do so. May Yahweh B'Shem Shai continue to be with you out there, wherever you may be. Shalom unto the hopeful elect that comes out of the nation of Israel. Many are called, but few are chosen. Right? The elect is going to receive salvation in these last days. Yahweh B'Shem Shai is with them in the spirit. And also for you Akim, make your calling and election sure. Right? Seek the Lord 10 times more. If you have this truth, don't let go of it. You should be serving the Lord to the best of your ability on whatever level you are on. Right? So, hey, what you see here on the screen, this is from the New York Post. Link will be in the description. It says, super secretive Bohemian Grove Society members allegedly leaked as who's who of celebrity elite revealed. So, hey, this is coming back up in the news. Bohemian Grove, right? So, hey, that goes back to Psalm 64, the secret counsel of the wicked. Also, Ephesians 6 and 12. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against what? Spiritual wickedness in high places. And a lot of spiritual wickedness takes place at the Bohemian Grove. And there's a lot of high-profile people, high-profile names that are linked to the Bohemian Grove, man. That are a part of politics, government, business, philanthropy, entertainment, culture, you name it, man. You got 4-star generals that are a part of this club. You got people like Paul Pelosi. Right, you got former presidents, former U.S. secretaries of states. They're a part of this, man. You got attorney generals that are a part of this club, man. It's an all-male club too. So, hey, what this article is going into is just showing you the list of more than 2,000 members that were a part of the club back in the year 2023. And it's a lot of high-profile people that these are people that are defending your country. These are people that are running your country. Right? These are people that you watch on TV, that you aspire to be like. Right? So they're a part of the Bohemian Grove. The Bohemian Grove is not a good thing. Right? They worship demons at the Bohemian Grove. The main god that they worship, or false god that they worship, is Molech. Which, when you go into Molech is all about child sacrifice. Right? Or human sacrifice too, but mainly child sacrifice. Because that's exactly what they do at the Bohemian Grove. The ritual that they do is called the cremation of care, where they sacrifice a baby on an altar. Right? So, the Bohemian Grove has been around for a very long time. It's been active since 1872. And it's known for drawing prominent figures, like I said, from politics, government, business, media, entertainment, and etc. And by the way, the club, I believe it's about 2 weeks, and they gather on a 2,700 acre wooded site in, I believe, Sonoma County, which is situated in California, the state of California. And the members, they attend lectures, performances, they network, they also do traditional rituals, the one that I already mentioned, which is called the cremation of care. And by the way, the membership is invitation only, and it's only restricted to men only as well, right? So that's what it's about. And speaking of how it's only restricted to men, there's a lot of homosexuality going on, and I have a quote here. Right, a statement that comes from the former president of the United States, Richard Nixon. So I'll read it right here. This is from the AI overview. Yes, in a May 13th, 1971 tape recording, President Richard Nixon made disparaging remarks about the Bohemian Grove, a private all-male club in California that he had attended. Nixon stated, the Bohemian Grove which I attend from time to time, it is the most faggy goddamn thing you could ever imagine with that San Francisco crowd. You see that? So you know what they're doing over there. They're doing homosexual acts. Oral sex, getting things put up their ass, doing gay shit, probably pissing on each other, shitting on each other. You name it, man. So that place is full of wickedness. They're doing sodomy, and who else knows what they're doing over there, right? It was wicked, but yeah, he just told you they do homosexual acts at that get-together. Now, what does the scriptures say on that? Because you're not supposed to be a sodomite, right? You're not supposed to be a sodomite. Let me pull up some of my precepts. This is Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind. It is an abomination. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. You see? So, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to lie with a man as you would lie with a woman. Means being intimate with a woman. Because that doesn't bring forth anything. It's a waste of time being a sodomite, laying with the same sex, because it doesn't do anything. You're not able to procreate. You're not able to bring forth life. You're bringing forth death. What good is that union? Two men. What good is that? Or two women. What good is that? Right. The scripture says, "Be fruitful and multiply." When you go back to Genesis, the first chapter, the creatures that came out of the water, the Lord blessed those creatures, and that includes mankind. Go out there, be fruitful, and multiply. That means get with the opposite sex and have babies, man. So this is a useless union. Two men getting together. What good is that? That's nothing but a vile affection, man. That's disgusting. Right? And you shouldn't be a sodomite, man. That's wicked. That is wicked as hell. Wicked. Now, here we go. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's what we're up against, man. So we're not up against flesh and blood, meaning people that are in the flesh. We're up against demons. And that's a whole nother level. That's a whole different ball game, man. It's not easy to fight a demon. You got to do spiritual things to fight demons, or to get demons off of you. All right, and that takes a lot of faith, and it also takes mental toughness, man. Right, so you're not battling things that are in the flesh, carnal things. Let me see if I can get a precept as well. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of stronghold. You see? So for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. This is not a carnal fight. This is a spiritual fight. And you got to call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to help you out. Or these demons, they'll eat you, man. Eat your food, and they'll pick you apart, because demons, or the word demon, it just means higher intelligence. So they're a lot stronger and smarter than you. And they know how to get under your skin. They know how to tempt you. They know how to take you down. They know your weaknesses. They know you inside out, man. So you got to come in the full power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to get rid of them. And them attacks are going to always come. And it comes through things like this. Because these guys, man, they're doing rituals to forward their plans, their agenda, to get over certain people in the world, to keep you people asleep. That's why they do these get-togethers, and they do the rituals they do. Now I want to kind of talk about the cremation of care ritual, and it's right now, like what they're calling it, it's like a theatrical performance. And by the way, it takes place on the first night of the retreat, and participants, they wear robes, they carry torches toward like a 40-foot concrete statue, which is an owl. Okay, and then they're worshiping under a grove, which we're not supposed to do that, by the way. We're not supposed to worship under the groves, right? Let me get the precept. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. This is Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "Ye shall utterly destroy all the places wherein the nations which ye shall possess serve their powers upon the high mountains and upon the hills, and under every green tree. And ye shall overthrow their altars, and break their pillars, and burn their groves with fire, and ye shall hew down the graven images of their powers, and destroy the names of them out of that place. Ye shall not do so unto Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, your power." See that? So yeah, man, some of these gods are under groves, like Molech that they worship at the Bohemian Grove. We're actually supposed to destroy Molech. We're supposed to destroy these altars that these elites have. And we're going to do that in the kingdom. You know, when we get that power, we're going to be destroying. We're going to be taking down these other nations as well, and bringing forth righteousness. Let me get another one. This is Exodus chapter 34, verse 13. "But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other power, for Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power." Let me see here. So we're not supposed to worship under groves. We're supposed to destroy those groves. Yeah, it's very demonic. And when you're under a grove, you're covering your head. You're supposed to have your head exposed to the Lord, so his wisdom and knowledge can shine down upon you, right? You're covering yourself. So that's really against our laws, our customs. We're not supposed to be doing that. So this is under a grove, right? So that's spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, yeah, they wear robes and they carry torches. And I believe the statue is Molech. Let me see here. I can find it. See, this is the Bohemian Grove statue. You see that? That's Molech. And you see its grove, all these tall trees. They're in the robes here. This is what they do, man. And Molech is a god that requires a sacrifice, a human sacrifice. Mainly a child. Preferably a child, but yes, you can do any type of human, but preferably a child. And that's another thing, man. We're not supposed to be passing our kids through the fire, right? So, the reason why they pass that child through the fire, it symbolizes what, or it's kind of like an allegory. It's really more like an allegory. Members are burning away their concerns, so they can relax and enjoy the retreat, so their plans can go forward in the future. So that's what they're doing. They're burning away their problems by the way of a sacrifice, right? So that's what they're doing. We're not supposed to be doing that. Let me get this one. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 21. "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh." You see? So yeah, we're not supposed to be passing our kids through the fire. That's wicked. That's evil. That's evil. Evil as hell, man. So, and going into a little bit more detail on how they do things, what they would do is they would have a small boat, carrying like a symbolic effigy, which that effigy is really a person, right? And it's brought across the lake. And after it's brought across the lake, they take the baby or the person and they place it on the altar and they set it on fire. That's what they do, the human sacrifice. So that's what you see right here. That's that fire that's going here. That somebody is on there. Someone is being sacrificed. That's what they do. So hey, that's how these people get down. That's how these people get down, man. You know, some high profile names like Conan O'Brien, he was there as well, right? He's a late night host, right? You have Mayor Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of NYC, ex Google CEO Eric Schmidt. These are the people that were a part of that club back in 2023. 2023, sorry, not 2003, 2023. Also, you had Henry Kissinger, former U.S. Secretary of State, Paul Pelosi, who's married to, I believe, Nancy Pelosi, I think, right? He's a businessman, right, and the husband of Nancy Pelosi. All right, you had a 4-star general from NATO, a retired 4-star general from NATO, right? So you have all these high-profile people there, man. So, hey, if you want to get up there in society, you're going to have to do things like this. You're going to have to be a sodomite, and you're going to have to kill children or sacrifice children, man. That's evil. That's evil as hell. All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? You see, and that's exactly what they're doing. First of all, they're worshiping in a grove, and it's called the most secretive club in America, right? And they do everything at night, right? So that's what they're doing. They're trying to keep this secret. This is something that they don't want you to know about, but people have figured it out now. People have figured it out. But if you want to become successful, you want to get up there, you're going to have to do things like this. And this ties into the secret counsel of the wicked. You get that. This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, and my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right? You know, that's what they do, workers of iniquity, trying to put you in a state of lawlessness. Right? Because that's iniquity, you being in the condition without having the law. Right? That's what they want. You know, and that's what these elites have created, a lawless society. Woe unto them that call evil good. That's Isaiah 5 and 20 on down. And that's what they have done. They've tricked you into thinking that being a sinner is a good thing and you're doing nothing wrong. You know, and it's rituals like these that has forwarded their plans, that has caused them to make a society like this. That's what you're seeing. So, anyways, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Yeah, they use word magic. You know, they trick you. Right? They change the laws into their favor. They use a lot of word magic on you people, and you people get bamboozled. You get caught up like a deer in the headlights. You get tricked, and you get supplanted and deceived. And now it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And the perfect is talking about you Israelites, especially you Israelites that are in the know, that have the laws, statutes, and commandments, that know who you are, that you know the truth, you understand right from wrong. Hey, they're trying to get rid of you. All right, they're trying to destroy the saints and the elect. That's what they're trying to do. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. Yeah, because that's what they do. They go to this meeting to network with each other, to forward their plans and their agenda, to keep certain people down. You know, they talk about they probably get together and brainstorm on ideas on how to keep you people sick, to keep you unhealthy, to keep you distracted. You name it, man. You name it. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Yeah, and you know, before they get shot down, they get exposed. And right now they're exposed. And this is not the only secret club. You know, this is not the only secret club in America. There's others that you don't know about, right? But you know, through time, and through the Spirit of the Lord, things are being exposed because everything will be brought to light. I know that's a precept. Let me see if I can find that. Brought to light here. Hold on. Men's works. See if that's in Luke. I think that's in the book of Luke. See if I can find it. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can Google it. Yeah, that's first. Every man's work shall be made manifest. Okay, but there was another one, man. Let me see if I can find it in Luke. Yeah, Luke 8 and 17. My bad. Gotta get sharper. All right, so here we go. Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. You see, so hey, everything will be revealed in due time. Right? Everything will be revealed. And that light is Yahweh Shem Yahushai's light. Light comes by the way of the word and the spirit. So anyways, man, that's all that I got. Hope this was edifying. Till next time, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. This is the VOJ, the voice of Jacob. And my name is Brother Gabar Allah. Shalom to you sincere brethren and you sisters that are out there laboring in this ministry. Shalom to the elders, bishops, apostles. Shalom. Till next time, shalom.